Israel Maya with the Painless Childbirth Course, and I have two very interesting articles for you today that are going to deal with using the mind in order to control pain. Now that's the question. Can we use our mind in order to control pain? Now I have been working with many expectant moms and also people that have had chronic pain, and yes, it's a resounding yes for me because I've seen the results. They're amazing results, but are there any prestigious organizations that are respected and trusted enough that are saying the same thing? And apparently this topic has caught the interest of Harvard Health Publishing and Harvard Medical School, and we have the person that has authored, I believe it's 2 articles she authored because they contain very similar information, one from April 11th, 2015, and the other one from August 24th, 2020. So just 5 years apart, and she is still thinking about this. Her name is Heidi Godman, and she says in this article, relaxation, meditation, positive thinking, other mind-body techniques can help reduce your need for pain medication. Now, in one of the articles, she talks about these techniques. The second article, apparently it sparked an interest in her because she had her own personal story to tell us and how she used her mind in order to control pain. At the end of this video, or almost at the end, I'm going to tell you about my own personal experiences and how I was able to control pain with my own mind. Drugs, right? Number one, what people usually think about, and this is a great way to reduce pain. Of course, in some way it helps to block the pain signal to the brain, but there are very serious side effects when using drugs for a long time. Now, she cites here in the article backache, fibromyalgia, arthritis, chronic pain, or anything that interferes with your daily life that you're taking any type of drug for a long period of time, and you want to use something else in order to reduce that pain and maybe either still use the medication and or eliminate the medication altogether. Research suggests that because pain involves the body and the mind, the therapies that have to do with body and mind have the capacity to alleviate pain by changing the way that you perceive it. Here's something else that's interesting. The Benson Henry Institute for Mind and Body Medicine at Harvard-affiliated Massachusetts General Hospital specializes in helping people learn techniques in order to alleviate stress, anxiety, and pain. There's an actual Dr. Ellen Slousby, an assistant, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, an assistant clinical professor of psychiatry at Harvard Medical School who works with patients at Benson Henry Institute and suggests learning several techniques, and one of them that will fit your needs the best. Now, the first one that she cites, and you're going to see, by the way, a lot of these techniques overlap each other in the way that they control pain with the mind, and I'll tell you how a little bit later on. Number one is deep breathing. Central to all techniques, and see she cites it over here, central to all techniques. In other words, it's good if you include or incorporate deep breathing in all of the techniques that you're going to do. It's one to learn first. Inhale deeply, hold for a few seconds, exhale to help you focus. You can also use a word or phrase in which we call, and we all know as a mantra, to help you focus away from the pain and focus on something else. That's one of the keys over here, actually. You may want to focus on the word peace, breathing tension out, inhaling peace, breathing tension out, that sort of technique that can also help. Eliciting, number two, eliciting the relaxation response, an antidote to stress response which pumps up the heart rate and puts body systems on high alert. The relaxation response turns down the body's reaction. So instead of exciting the brain and exciting the body to where the signals are not going there where they're supposed to go to, then you want to reduce that activity that's in the brain and also in the body so that the messages can go back and forth. That's my comment on what she says. After closing your eyes and relaxing your muscles, concentrate on deep breathing. See, she brings breathing back again. Number three, meditation with guided imagery. This is another way, by the way, meditation and guided imagery of taking your mind away from what's going on. See, because when we're in pain, the mind is constantly focused on what's happening in the body. And we can't allow anything to change if we're constantly focusing on how negative we feel from the pain itself. It's difficult because it's always getting your attention and asking you, hey, don't hurt me any further. That's what the body's saying. But If we disconnect our mind from our body using meditation or using any type of relaxation technique and guided imagery, it can actually trigger a response in your body so that your body and your brain can start healing itself much, much faster. Again, she brings back begin deep breathing, paying attention to each breath, then listen to calming music. You also may want to listen to any type of program that has to do with healing your body or reducing the amount of pain that's meditation based. Number 4, mindfulness. Pick up any activity that you enjoy, reading poetry, walking in nature, gardening, cooking. All of that, again, distracts your mind from what's going on in the body and will help to reduce the pain. Number 5, yoga and or Tai Chi. These mind-body exercises incorporate breath control, meditation, movements, so it's everything in one is incorporated in yoga and Tai Chi. Number 6, and the last one in this article, positive thinking. We know that if we think in a negative way, then it's only going to make things worse. So if we think positively about what's going on in our bodies, we imagine ourselves healing, we see ourselves healing in our mind, then it's going to increase our chances to heal much, much faster. Now, the article number 2, in 2020, 5 ways to ease your pain using your mind-body connection, using the mind-body connection. Same author, Heidi Godman, executive editor, Harvard Health Letter, and this is her story. Apparently, she smashed her elbow, was in a lot of pain, and after taking some pain medication, she also started to incorporate some of the things that she learned, apparently, either from an outside source or from the research that she does herself. And she says, 5 mind-body therapies to consider for pain relief. And she kind of gets into the same type of things that she did in the last article, but she adds something that's a little bit different. Cognitive behavioral therapy. It's talk therapy, teaches people to redirect their thoughts. See, it's a redirection of the thoughts. Are you starting to see a pattern over here? Disconnecting from what's going on in the body and redirecting your thoughts somewhere else. Number 2, deep breathing. This is what we mentioned in the last article. Deep breathing, we already talked about how important it is. Breathing in slowly, holding it for a few seconds, breathing out very slowly as well. Probably double the amount of time of the exhalation than the inhalation is going to work even better. Number 3, meditation. So same thing as before. Meditation is disconnecting your mind from your body, allowing yourself to just go somewhere else and forgetting about what's going on for a little while, letting your body do the work that it knows how to do. By the way, this is what I tell a lot of the, all of them actually, all of the ladies that I work with that are pregnant and they're expecting and that are going to have the baby. In the time that they're having the baby, let yourself and let your body do what it already knows how to do. Your body already knows how to heal, so let it do that. Don't get in the way of it. Get your mind out of the way. Here she cites simple ways of meditating: sitting quietly, closing your eyes, focusing on your breath. Say a word such as peace, the same thing as the other article. Don't worry about the thoughts that come into your mind. We kind of deal with that when we do with meditation, not worrying about the thoughts. In fact, letting the thoughts come into your mind and just kind of watching them from afar and letting them dissolve. The next one is mindful-based stress reduction, and there's an acronym here, or it's abbreviated as MBSR. This approach combines mindfulness, meditation, yoga to build awareness and acceptance of moment-to-moment experiences, including pain. So there's a technique there that also incorporates an understanding of the pain so that you can disconnect from it. And finally, relaxation techniques such as progressive muscle relaxation may also help reduce the perception of pain. Try to progress muscle relaxation. Start with your facial muscles, working your way down. It's called a progressive relaxation, basically. There are also hypnotic techniques that work that way, where you do a basic progression, beginning with the face and all the way down to the tips of the toes. It takes a long time. It also may help you fall asleep as well, because it tends to be a little bit boring, and we don't use them anymore for hypnosis because, again, people will fall asleep. Nonetheless, all of these things, all of these techniques, again, help you focus away from pain. So Harvard Medical School is saying that it is possible to use the mind in order to control the body. And this is exactly what we've been talking about when we talk about the Painless Childbirth Course. We use the mind in order to control the body. And there is so much more than the scope of this video. But I want to tell you a personal story of a couple of things that happened to me one time where I used deep breathing in order to control pain in my mind. Now, if you know the old garage doors where you have to actually pull them up with your hands, there are some ridges where you can actually put your fingers in accidentally, and when you pull the garage door, that door will fall on your hand. Well, that happened to me, and my fingers, these 3 fingers were caught in the garage door. It was very, very painful, especially when I took it out. My fingers were kind of mangled, and I just had to stand there and breathe. And I realized the more I breathed, the more I disconnected from the discomfort that was going on in my hand. And of course, I got medical attention and I put some ice, but that breathing really, really helped tremendously. So that's one way of controlling the body with the mind. And another personal story was when I actually hurt my hand. It was my right hand this time, and I hurt it badly, and I thought it might be broken, but I hadn't gone to the hospital yet. I was going to wait one more day just in case it wasn't broken, and thankfully it was not. But I used something very interesting. I went into a meditative state, just closed my eyes, breathed, relaxed, and I told myself the following intention. If I fall asleep, I want half of the pain that I'm experiencing to go away. Half or more than half. Why limit it? I fell asleep. When I woke up, half of the pain was gone. Or more than. It's hard to measure it. And then I said to myself, you know what, this works so well, that when I go to sleep again, I'm going to allow my body to heal my hand completely. And when I fell asleep and woke up, the pain was completely gone. So sometimes an intention is so powerful in a meditation that you can actually heal your body with your mind. That's it for me in this article. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you the next time.